today I will be doing a Kat Von D inspired look with the 10-year anniversary palette. So first I am putting on my Paint Pot Primer by MAC, and we're going to put that all over the eyelids like always. And this will also be like first impression type thing, and we're just going to see how the palette works. I decided to go a little bit out of my comfort zone, so we'll see. So we're going to get a fluffy brush with the color Malice, and this color is like a really light color. We're just going to use it as a transition color, and it kind of blends to my skin. I can't really tell the difference between like what the color is just because I do have like a yellow tone skin tone, if that makes sense. So I just put it on the eyelid just so I can use like a base color to blend later so it doesn't look as like not blended, if you know what I mean. So we're just gonna blend that all over the, like, I don't know what you would call that, above your eye. I don't know, just look what I'm doing and you'll know. And yeah, this color came out really buttery and nice, no problems, but then again, it is a neutral color. Next, using this next smaller fluffy brush, we're going to go with the color on the opposite side. So that is color Gina, and that is a more orangey color, and I put that in my crease just because I wanted another transition color. I felt the first one you couldn't really see it, so we're putting this one. It's coming out, you can see it better, but like I said, I do have a like yellow type skin tone color, so some of these colors are really harder to show up, but it blends out really good. I didn't see a problem with that color. I did have to reapply just to get it to show a little darker because I felt like it wasn't showing as dark in my eyelid, or you know what I mean. So now going back to that first brush, we're gonna, no additional product added, we're just gonna blend on top. Now we're going to use that glitter color with the flat brush, and that glitter color is called, not Egypt. Okay, I guess this one's called Gina. I'm so sorry. The one before is called Sylvia. I'll literally label these on there. I was completely wrong. So we're going to get the glitter, and I decided to put that on the inner corner of my eye. This palette is really weird. Like the names are like under the palette, and it's kind of like weird to read. But I decided to put this in the inner corner of both my eyes. And like I said, I totally messed up before, and I'll fix it. So another flat brush, the blue color called Melanie. We're going to put that into the center of our eye. And we're just going to press it down. As you can see, the blue came out really pigmented. Well, at first, not as pigmented, but like once you get more on your brush and pat it down, you can see the difference. I kind of didn't push hard in the beginning just because I didn't know if it was pigmented or not. I didn't want to overdo it, or I'd rather underdo it. But I put that on and it was pretty pigmented, as you can see. So now with the color Lala, it's like a orange reddish color. We're going to get that with a smaller, more defined, precise brush. And we're going to put that into the inner corner of our eye. Not inner corner, I'm sorry, outer corner of our eye. I am tired. Starbucks is closed today, so I can't get coffee. But yeah, we're going to put that right there. We're going to kind of slide it. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to slide it in. I wanted to add more definition, so like to the crease of my eye, so that's why I did that. But this color is honestly coming on beautifully. As you can see, it's like buttery. It like blends perfectly. I have no issue with this color at all. The blue maybe on the blending part, but this color is absolutely perfect to work with. You can use it for so many different transitions or like eye looks, and it'll just blend beautifully. So yeah, I just put that kind of like a rainbow motion all the way down to the inner corner. Okay, and you can feel free to go back and forth with more product if you'd like. I went back a couple times to see how I like it, and I just kept looking down and up and trying to see how much more I needed with that. And now I'm going to go back with the original fluffy brush we used and just kind of blend out the top so it does not look as harsh. So I just lightly do that. We don't want to press super hard. And then I'm just going to go back with all the original shades, you know, the gold, because as you can see, the gold kind of went away. My first impression on the gold, it's a very beautiful color, but like all pressed glitter shadows, it's kind of like the fallout and it doesn't really stick. I didn't use any spray or anything on my brush, which now that I think about it, I probably should have, but I did not. I just kind of just packed it on. So as long as you just keep reapplying, it stays to its original color, and that's it. But I just wanted to add more color just to define the colors and make them look like they are separate. And I am lightly blending. Keyword lightly. Once you start blending harshly, that's when the blue gets into the red and it just looks really muddy, and then you just have like a brown ugly eye. So I am lightly blending in the corners, but when I'm in the middle, I savagely put it on. But just be really careful in the corner, like the outers, when you're trying to blend them together. Okay, so once you get that to the color you want it to be, so it might be going over a couple times, we are going to go in with the color Chad, which is like a whitish color, and we're going to use that for our brow bone. I know I'm not using the correct brush for it, but it was honestly the only brush I could find at that moment. I know I have a bunch, but they're all dirty, and I did not have makeup cleaning spray at the moment. I was out, so it was the only brush I had at the moment. And then obviously we're going to go in with our Kat Von D liner. I'm sorry, it's blurry. My camera went out of focus. But I went ahead and did my face makeup already and everything, and we're just going to go in with the liner, and we're going to do a winged eyeliner look. And take your time with it. I found like the, what do you call it? When you rush, it does not come out good. It just comes out bad. And like the more you like try to fix each side, the thicker it gets. So just try not to be so hard on yourself. If it comes out uneven, just try to make it as even as possible. But if you're a perfectionist like me, you'll just keep trying and it'll just get thicker and thicker until your whole eyes just block. I'm kidding. So just make sure to fill in that wing and just make it perfect and sharp. No one likes a sloppy eyeshadow. And after we're done with our eyeshadow, we're actually going to do the same color scheme we just did on top, but we're going to do that on our lash line just so the look kind of all comes together in a full circle. So we're going to start with the gold color, which is the color Gina. That is the gold one. The blue middle one is Melanie. And the reddish outer one is Lala. So we're going to do the same color scheme on each side and kind of try not to let them touch a whole lot because we don't want a muddy bottom. So just blend lightly on when they meet, but try not to go overboard. And I like to bring my shadow up to my wing. That's just a personal preference. Some people don't like it. Some people think it's ugly and like sloppy. I think it looks pretty. So my personal preference. Everyone has their own. So we're going to do that on the lower lash line. And then we're going to do, I did my mascara and lashes off camera, so you won't see that step, but I'm just topping this look off with the nude Jeffree Star Liquid Velour Liquid Lipstick Gloss. But overall, I really enjoyed working with this palette. It was a little bit outside my comfort zone what I did, but overall, I think the look came out beautifully. Her shadows they're not like out there like Urban Decay, which are really fun to play with, but they're just her own style of colors, and I think this palette is beautiful. I mean, I have to do a couple more looks with it. Would I recommend it? Yes, but not as a priority. Like, I love having the palette just because I'm a palette collector, but if you like only had one palette to choose for the month, I probably would not go for it, just because these aren't shadows you can wear every day. They're kind of like take a risk shadows. I mean, you could create everyday looks with it, but they're kind of just out there colors, if you get what I mean. But I love this palette. Totally recommend it if you're looking for something fun and cool to try out. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it.